Number 7, welcome back to 24/7 Football for our countdown of the best moments in football for 2018. And like I said before, it is number 7 now. So, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the World Cup. Not just Gareth Southgate and the boys, that might feature a bit higher up. This is just the World Cup as a whole, which we all knew was coming home as well. So, with all the controversy that surrounded the World Cup in Russia, it was actually a very well-run tournament and the games were actually quality. What did you think of it first, Luke?
I thought it was a really good World Cup. I thought the games were really good, very equal. I think some games were pretty easy, from the teams, but I thought it was a really good World Cup. It was well run, no problems at all.
Yeah.
No fighting or anything like I thought would happen with the fans. It seemed like everyone had a really good time. So I think it was probably one of the better World Cups that's been on for a couple of years. So
Yeah, I mean, we all saw it. Gangs of Russian thugs with military training are going to be targeting England fans at the World Cup. Literally nothing happened, so there goes the Sun, anyway, who reported all of that. But going in, I don't know whether is it because England did so well that I think this World Cup was so good.
Obviously it's going to have a part to play because we'll never forget that World Cup unless we win it. And unless we win it one day, then
I mean, we should have won it, shouldn't we?
But it was one of them World Cups where it was bigged up to be like this absolute massacre of people in the streets. There are going to be deaths left, right, and centre. But then when we actually got there, apparently, well, obviously we didn't go, but it was one of the most welcoming places. Everything was ran perfectly, and I just think that the way the media portrayed that the way that the World Cup was going to be run, was supposedly going to be run, was just completely put everyone off going. It's a real shame, really, because England, obviously, I don't want to talk about England a little too much, but England formed so well, but there wasn't that many fans there to witness it, because we got told all these lies, and it's a real shame because the team deserved a lot more support than they got out there. Obviously, had a lot of support back here, that's unquestionable, but out there, obviously, numbers weren't massive, which is a shame, really. But the tournament as a whole, I think some of the upsets and stuff like that happened. Particularly Germany got knocked out.
Germany didn't even make it through the group stage.
Well, exactly.
Who
So
would have
I
thought
mean,
that would happen?
it was brilliant to watch stuff like that. I mean, obviously we've got a rivalry, we've got a history with Germany, so the fact that they got knocked out, they did get out of the group stage is.
I mean, it's almost as
enjoyable.
if Germany are nothing compared to us in terms of football, and we're
vastly
superior.
It's a great point. I mean, we did invent the sport. At the end of the day, I feel like it's sort of history repeating itself in a way. It was a fantastically well run World Cup, and I think everyone involved, all the associations that were involved, should be really proud of how it was run.
Yeah, and the underdogs as well. It was a big year for the underdogs.
Yeah, it was.
Russia, no one gave Russia a chance. Lowest ranked team made it to the quarterfinals. Mexico beat Germany. They had a great team, to be fair, and they made it quite high up. Croatia as well. Even England were an underdog. I went into it thinking we're not going to do anything, but I still chanted it's coming home.
You get caught up in it, don't you?
But it was definitely a year for the underdogs. Korea beat Germany. I mean, there was some great moments in there. The best bit, right? Did you watch Jack Whitehall's videos before the World Cup was on, where he did videos with the footballers and stuff like that? Jerome Boateng, he did one with Jerome Boateng. Jerome Boateng was saying he was going to teach England how to win. Basically saying that, who's laughing now, Jerome, mate?
There's a reason City got rid of you, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You're a fraud,
fraud.
mate. You're a fraud. And where did Germany come? You didn't even make it out of the group stages.
Shot.
So, bleep that one out. But no, so he did this whole video out. Germany are brilliant. Didn't even make it out of the group stages. But fantastically run tournament, and the final was brilliant as well. Obviously, deserved winners were France. They're for me the best squad.
I feel like the deserved winners won it in the end. I feel like.
But it was a good final, and the quality of football that was played was fantastic as well. But
I just want as well. You said about Germany and Spain, stuff like that. They are very arrogant nations, in my opinion. In terms of they've won stuff in the past, they feel like they're almost entitled to win it again. And I feel like the teams that went there with no real expectations, wanting to play for the country, play for the badge, ultimately came out on top. And I feel like that's why it made for a really good World Cup, because the nations were expected to do well, and with a bit of arrogance, with a bit of sort of self-righteousness that they were expected to win it. Germany, Spain completely underperformed, and I feel like the teams that wanted to be there, the teams that showed a bit of passion, ultimately did much better. So I feel like that's what for me, that's what made it much better. The fact that the underdog was a big aspect of it. And I mean, France in the final, they were fantastic throughout the entire World Cup. And Kylian Mbappe really put his name out there. I mean, obviously we've rated him before it, but after that World Cup, you've got to talk about him in top 5, top 10 players in the world. So I feel like it was a big tournament for him and for France in general. And I feel like they've got a squad now that can go on and win a few more.
Yeah,
international competitions.
Taking nothing away from Russia, it was a great tournament, and all the stories that were around it, all the negative press that they got before it, they really did put on a good show.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next World Cup, that is one that I'm really not looking forward to in Qatar. It's going to be in the winter, which I can't go to a beer garden in the winter and cheer on the mighty boys, can I?
You can't even drink for a start.
In Qatar, it's illegal to be gay. It's illegal to show affection to your loved one, your partner. In public, you can't drink. Which I'm not saying you have to drink. Like some fans do like to drink. Though,
yeah, that's fine. But I feel like if you're going to host an international, worldwide competition, you've got to cater for everyone. You've got to cater for every nationality, every religion, every ethnicity. And I feel like with Qatar, it baffles me. Well, obviously we know the reasons behind the fact that they got it. There's a lot of brown envelopes going around, but it was just an absolute joke. And I feel like it's sort of going to detriment how we look at. It's going to detriment the way we look at the World Cup in general. But I feel like Russia put the World Cup on the map in terms of the way that it brought every nation together.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of the South African. The one in South Africa, that was a fantastic tournament. Even though there were the vuvuzelas, which still haunt me to this day. I feel like it's one of them nations where they're not a massively footballing nation, but they brought everyone together, such as Russia. But Qatar are just.
I mean,
there's been
reports that the staff who work in the stadiums don't even get paid.
They're all slaves, aren't they?
They're all slaves, and people have died working on these constructions. Should we even go?
No.
No.
I think it's ridiculous.
I'd be very surprised if anyone went.
Yeah.
If any England fans in particular.
I think it's not what the World Cup's about. The World Cup's about every country coming together, for a competition of football, which everyone loves. Like everyone loves who goes. Obviously, the semi-final and the finals in London, isn't it? Is it in London?
In the Euros.
Is it? Oh,
that's the Euros.
Oh, I'm getting confused.
The World Cup's all in Qatar.
Right,
I'm definitely not editing that bit out.
Yeah.
I did it to Ben, I'll do it to you, mate.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just gonna be not as good as no atmosphere, nothing. I think it's just gonna be dead.
It baffles me. It's gone under the radar as well. So, you've got this happening in Qatar. FIFA seems to turn a blind eye to it and stuff like that. But yeah, if a fan cracks open a can of beer and a terrace or something like that, they get a stadium ban. And it's like, so you've got on one hand you've got people who are literally dying building these stadiums, and just because there's a bit of money involved, it gets brushed under the carpet. And again, FIFA can't even tackle racism in football. They can't tackle the big issues that are actually there, and it's just a corrupt organisation from top to bottom.
I'm just really glad that the Russian organisation, federation that was involved in this World Cup, or were in charge of this World Cup, almost put FIFA to one side and just thought, let's just concentrate on the football.
Yeah.
Let's concentrate on the security. Let's concentrate on the policing. Make sure the right people have a great time and the wrong people have the worst time in their lives.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot of trouble, but the trouble that there was dealt with swiftly, and I don't think anything bad came out of that World Cup. There were no real bad stories. But the Qatar World Cup, I can imagine this is going to be it's going to be a serious issue for. It's going to affect football for the rest of its lifetime, in my opinion, because there's stuff that's going to happen at that World Cup, even in the lead up, like you said, people dying and stuff like that. And I can see the way that country is at the minute. It's not going to go well for anyone travelling out there, and the way that the media sort of portrayed Russia in terms of no one should go out there. How they're going to portray Qatar is completely beyond me. If they're going to make it even worse than Russia, so yeah, it's a real shame that all the work that Russia put into making that World Cup, as fantastic as it was, is going to be completely forgotten after this absolute shambles in 2022.
So that's completely true. Going back to the subject in hand, yes, brilliant World Cup.
Yeah, let's forget about Qatar. Let's just celebrate the fact that
it's a travesty, it is. And going back to the 2018 World Cup, absolutely fantastic tournament put on by Russia. So just to recap, we had Accrington Stanley at number 10, winning League 2. Number 9, we had Wigan beating Man City in the FA Cup. Number 8, we had Burnley's European Tour, and this was number 7. We had the World Cup, 2018 World Cup. So that's a good list so far. We're getting into number 6 tomorrow. So again, like at every end of this video, thank you so much for these two for coming on. Their link is in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you agree with us. If you've got any other views, please leave them in the comments below. Anything you'd like us to talk about as well. Subscribe to the channel 24/7 Football UK. Like us on social media. Like the video, please. And just thank you very much.
It's a pause.
I know, we appreciate every comment, we appreciate every view as well. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Well, tomorrow.